Hey everyone, this is Michela Andreolli and you're watching the TurnedVC Show Season 2. Today we are in beautiful Torino and we're just about to explore the Italian Tech Week together with Diyala D'Aveni from Vento and learn more about the Italian startup ecosystem. Let's have some fun and check out some amazing speakers. Andiamo! Nice, this is what we're here for. The Italian wine. So everyone, we are finally here backstage at Italian Tech Week with the one and only Diyala D'Aveni. Diyala, welcome to the TurnedVC show.
Thank you, and welcome to Italian Tech Week.
Exactly, I'm so happy to be here. So tell us, where are we? Like, what is this building? Because the venue is crazy good here.
Yeah, the venue is amazing. We are in this building that is called OGR, and this was a place that was used to repair trains, and then for many, many years was just empty and abandoned. And then a few years back, a foundation decided to renovate the entire place, and so where we are now, there's this place where they organize events, and then there's another building, same kind of building, that is a co-working space.
Nice.
It's very similar as a design to Station F, but of course in a much smaller scale. Maybe later on we can go also to the other side so
Amazing.
you can see.
Let's do that. Okay, so maybe you can give us a tour around the venue.
Sure,
and
let's go. So now we are in the backstage.
Yeah.
So we are just behind the backstage.
So this is where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens. All the speakers are having lunch now because we are doing this during the lunch break.
Good. So no speaker is hungry, guys. They give food to speakers.
Let's hope, otherwise they are not going to perform on stage. So it's very important. And also, I mean, we are in Italy, so they need to have food.
Yes.
And
we
now
just had some pulpetti della nonna outside.
Good?
It was very good.
Yeah? Nice. And now we are going in the main stage.
Yes.
And the main stage this year is very nice.
It's amazing.
Because it's in the middle of the room, and also the stage is rotating. So basically everybody can see all the speakers because the stage is rotating.
This is cool. I've never seen a setup like this.
And it turns.
Wow.
So this is the main stage. So this is the stage we use for the guest speaker, let's say. And all the events here are not too long because they are mostly inspirational. For instance, a few minutes ago here there was Mike Volpi, partner of Index with Mike Butcher. So this is really the core of the event.
Yeah, who's the speaker that you're most excited about this year?
Oh, there are many speakers. I'm really looking forward to meet. For instance, Sarah Guo from Conviction is coming. She's a great investor in the AI space. And then, of course, there are the very famous names. Doug Leone is coming. But also Sam Altman, of course, right? Arthur Mensch. So there are many, many good names. And I think, it's going to be very, very special.
Amazing. I'm super excited to be here. What's special about Torino? Like, why is the unique startup happening?
So Torino, of course, is not very well known from the outside, but there are many university students here because we have both Polytechnic and university. So every year we have 100,000 students, and it means there's a lot of talent. And also, as a city, is much more accessible than Milan or Rome. So it's the perfect place to start because, of course, when you start, maybe you don't have a lot of money because you just raise a pre-seed round and you need to do a lot of things. So it's the perfect place to start. And I hope in the future will be really the center of the tech Italian ecosystem because you need to create density somewhere.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So Diyala, where do you see Italian Tech Week in a couple of years from now? What do you guys want to do with it? Like, where do you want to take it?
I think in terms of scale, I don't imagine a much bigger Italian Tech Week because, for instance, for this edition, we have 20,000 people registered to come.
Yeah.
So it's already a lot. And I only want people from the industry to join us, only founders, investors, and people working in tech. So I'm not imagining an event of like hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
But what I wish we will have in the future is more people coming from outside of Italy. Now we are at 20%.
Yeah.
But what I'm really looking to achieve is something similar to what Slash is today.
Right.
And they have 2/3 of the people coming from outside, and that's my final goal. Yeah.
Amazing. Should we go and check out more?
Yes. And our office is up
Vento.
over there.
What does Vento stand for?
That's a very interesting story. So basically, someone told us, oh, I want an Italian name, but it has to mean something in English.
Right.
And an acronym of something else. So we were brainstorming a lot, and then at 2 a.m. in the morning, we came up with Vento, that was Ventures Originator. But then everybody just used Vento, you know, so it was useless. But it's a good name. Yeah, it was a fun story.
I like it.
And
Cool.
yeah, that's
This is
it.
amazing.
And there are a lot of our funders around. That's why I'm always saying
So this is
hi.
like the heart of the, should I say Italian tech scene or Torino?
I wish you could, but the reality is that in Italy, there are many places, of course, Milan, Rome, and maybe that's also one of the issues because, for instance, in France, it's all about Paris, right?
Yeah.
In Italy, it's a bit here, a bit there, so there's not
It's a bit decentralized.
enough.
But isn't it good? Also, like,
I don't know, I'm not sure, because I feel like, for instance, when we have our venture building program here that we have 40 people, you can feel the energy and they help each other a lot because they are facing the same challenges and all. And when they leave, because maybe they go back to their hometown or they go elsewhere, you can really feel the difference.
okay, they lose the focus.
No, I mean, I don't think they lose the focus, but it's different when you stay with 40.
The intensity for sure.
Yeah, it's different. I don't know.
And the energy, 100%. So guys, now it's time to get going to the Piazza Vittorio.
In the very city center.
Let's check it out. They were attacking me at the hotel that like you have to try this wine and that wine and like it's the region for that and I'm like, okay, so Nebbiolo
is my favorite.
Yes?
Yes.
Nice.
Amazing. And then of course Barolo and Barbaresco are good.
They said that Nebbiolo is like a child of Barolo.
Because it's the same grape, but different treatment.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you know anything about Michela and how we know each other?
I have no idea.
I think she is perfect for this episode because she did everything with us. She did last year Italian Tech Week with us, then she did our venture building program, and then she got an investment from us.
I also got rejected at first.
Yeah, that's
another
that's
piece of
the
the
true
story.
story.
Yeah.
So you should tell the story. Because it's
So you rejected her first?
at the very beginning.
And what did you do then?
So I was trying to fundraise for an idea that I had in the edtech space, and so I had a call with them for the investment round. So it was Vento investment, let's say.
Okay.
So I do the call, and Isa and Diyala look at me and they're like, "Look, we like you, but we're not gonna give you money for this thing you're trying to build." So I remember, and they say, "But if you want, we actually have a venture builder starting in January." This was around May. You should join that. And I remember closing the call, and I thought, I will never speak to them ever again. They didn't understand it. They didn't get it. It's their fault, not mine. And then she did something that I will remember forever. She actually invited me out for an aperitivo in Milan. And then she said, "Oh, by the way, I'm giving a speech at a university nearby." So we went to this speech, and I was sitting front row. She was speaking over here. I was over here. And she did the whole talk about how important a co-founder is and how great Vento is, looking at me straight in the eyes. So imagine like people were actually trying to see if there was something going on. And so there, I said, okay, I'm gonna go and do the boot camps. So she was like, it's the last stage of the application for the venture builder. And so she said, if you meet somebody that you like, then you can decide to join. If not, you're not gonna miss anything. I went there and I was impressed by the type of intensity that people had. I had a dinner with a guy and he basically spent hours talking to me about how we know nothing about what goes on inside of cells. And I was like, Marco Tuccio, I never thought about this, but he was like, this is so great, we know nothing about how life originates. And I was like, I love this kind of intensity. And so I decided to join the venture builder, found my co-founder, built a company. And I mean, building a company, clearly now it's in the process. And not only they invested, but they also gave me my first term sheet when I fundraised. I think 10 days after we opened the fundraise. So it was, they put their money where their words were.
That's such a cool story. I love it.
That's why I always loved Michela.
So what you're building now?
We're building an operating system for manufacturing companies. Basically, operating systems have always existed, or at least for the past 60 years they were over there. But then they were actually left to 6 years ago. So the technology is still very old, which means that smaller companies cannot afford them.
But now with AI, you can disrupt it big time, right?
And the opportunity in Italy is huge.
It's huge. And I think that's also one of the things that we love. That we always say we're not Italy only, but we are going to be Italy first. So we have them as investors, and then our lead is actually from London. So we already have an international cap table, let's say, but we're really proud because we are going to start from Italy, and because we have such a strong manufacturing ecosystem, it makes sense. There's a case for this to be a big company starting from Italy. So,
and Michela, like for me as an angel investor, when you're a company coming from a venture builder, how attractive is your cap table, given that you're coming from a venture builder?
So when we started fundraising, they told us a couple of things. The first one was, you're not going to fundraise because you come from a venture builder.
Yes.
The second one, you're not going to fundraise because you're based in Italy. The third one is your first-time founders. The fourth one is you're not going to fundraise, you're not going to have more than 1 million without a CTO and pre-product and pre-revenue. And you're not going to do it over summer. We did all of them, basically. And I think the key point there was that when you like the founder and when the problem you're set to solve is really strong, then everything else doesn't matter. And I think
what I was just saying.
That's what they're really good at. I mean, I might be biased, but they select really great founders. So at the end, if you meet somebody and they really stress a lot the problem exploration phase. So they make sure that every company that gets out of the venture builder is addressing a real problem. And so if you are an angel investor or any kind of investor, actually, you know that whatever the situation in the cap table is at the beginning of the journey, if the problem is big enough, the company is going to get so big that you're just going to be happy that you joined at an early stage.
How much equity do you take?
That's what I was about to say. We only take 10% of equity.
10%? Okay, that's fine.
It's not disruptive.
Yeah, it's not like 30%, right?
No.
Because a lot of or most of them, they take like 30%.
Yeah.
And they're like, what should I do if I lost my 30%?
No.
Like, it doesn't make sense, no?
No, totally.
Nice. That's good to know. That's good to know. Grazie mille.
Grazie.
Chin chin, guys.
Chin.